afternoon, everyone. My name is Janet with CBDApothecarySolutions.com. Today our topic is going to be about dogs and dogs' health. We're actually going to talk about dogs who are scared, who have anxiety disorders. Your dogs get anxious when they perceive a threat or a situation, person, object, whether it's real or whether it's not real. Their bodies respond with a autonomic nervous system disorder, which prepares the body for a fight or flight type of situation. And sometimes it can cause the dog to actually fight with other dogs, fight with a human. So it's considered normal behavior and a survival mechanism for dogs. So here are some of the symptoms that you might look for when looking to tell if your dog or cat or animal has anxiety. A mild panic or a mild fear might present with trembling, their tail tucked between their legs, some withdrawal, some hiding, leaving the room, reduced activity or playing, kind of a passive escape type behavior. The second is a panic. Signs may include active escape behaviors, potentially injurious activities such as clawing at the door or digging at the ground and tearing their claws or their nails out. I've had a dog one time that I knew was behind a closed door and clawed to the point where it tore the door, the wood from the door, and all that was remaining was the frame. And so it injured the dog. There was blood left everywhere, and so it was because the dog had been accidentally locked in a room and a thunderstorm came, and the dog was very scared of thunder, and so this dog was in a fight or flight type response and tried to get out. So these things can be very dangerous if not, if you're not careful and you're not watching. For just an anxiety, lesions can occur from an anxious behavior that is licking or biting in areas. That's generally when a dog licks excessively or nibbles and bites themselves excessively. That's a sign of anxiety or stress. They're under some stress. So, next I'm going to tell you about some of the causes for anxiety and stress for your dogs. An illness or a painful, like if they are injured or wounded, you don't know it, you're not aware of what's happened. This will increase a condition that contributes to their fears or phobias and their anxieties. Aging changes their nerves, their stress ability because their systems change. Fear from a terrible experience. Dogs may have been forced into an unfamiliar or frightening area or experience. Dogs that are depend on social and environmental, they depend on that type of an environment until they're up until at least 14 weeks of age. And if they don't get this, they may habitually become a fearful, scared, withdrawn dog. I actually rescued an English hound that she was almost feral. I say she was feral. She was put out in a pen with nobody or no one around from the time she was a puppy until the time we rescued her at about 4 or 5 months old. She had no interaction with humans, no interaction with other dogs or other animals, was just out in the pen. They had a feeder that was feeding her, and then they'd go every so many days and fill that feeder up. They wouldn't pet her or anything. She is progressing and moving along. Actually, I need to video her and put her on here one day, thanks to our products and a lot of love. She's made some great strides and progress in the last year, because we've had her just a little over a year, actually about 14 months, I think, is how long we've had her. So phobias and panics may be a history of inability to escape or to get away, such as being locked in a crate, a separation anxiety. This can be from a history of abandonment, like Maybelle, where she was abandoned and had no one, and she's always afraid that we're not ever coming back. She can tell when we're getting ready to go somewhere. It makes her very stressful and very anxious. If I give her one of the drops, some of the drops are a treat. Usually that'll calm her, but it won't keep her calm for the entire time unless she continues to get the drops or the treats during the time we're separated. And then another thing is rehoming. When animals are rehomed and have multiple owners, they get abandonment issues. They get separation anxiety. Dogs are a creature. They are a living creature that God created. He speaks of them in the Bible. Obviously, He cared enough to make sure that there were animals for us. They became domesticated, and they give us so many years of their lives for companionship and fun and love and snuggles and just all kinds of fun things. And what do we thank them with? A true story. It's a true story. It just happened a couple of weeks ago. An 18-year-old schnauzer. 18-year-old schnauzer. The people just couldn't take care of her, didn't want her anymore. So they took her to a kill shelter. Thank God somebody read this on the internet and immediately adopted her. And I've got a worse story than that. A worse story than that. A 28-year-old dog, and I can't remember what type dog it was, but a 28-year-old dog was put up for adoption. 28. First of all, it's unheard of for a dog to live to 28. And it didn't even get adopted. And 6 days after it was dropped off at the pound, it died with strangers on concrete, locked in a cage. Those are the type of things that give anxiety and stress to dogs that we can help. We can prevent that. There are things like thunder and just afraid of people and fearful of people. Things like that we can't help. But we can help some things. And in a way to make this better, you've got to put them in a calm, peaceful, stable, protective environment, and make sure that they have a clear alpha dog, that they know who the alpha dog in the family is. Generally, all humans are alpha dogs and should treat the dog that way, where the dog will know that all humans are there to protect them. But they need to know that someone for sure is the alpha dog and will protect them no matter what the circumstances or situation is, whether it be you're leaving and coming back, whether it be thunder or a thunderstorm, no matter what. We do carry in our apothecary drops, a spray, and also treats that help with stress and anxiety. And you can use those coupled with, making a calm environment, making a peaceful environment, loving your animal, showing them additional love if they're a dog, like my dog Maybelle, who suffered anxiety and separation from not being around people. If you'll give them to them, that will be a big help. Also, what I'm going to do for you so you can see how well those treats and spray and the drops work is I'm going to put in the links below, I'm going to put a testimony page for our products. And you can go to that page, and on the left side you can type in dog, cat, horse, anxiety, stress, whatever you want to. And up will come the articles on all the dogs or cats or horses or whatever people have used, because you can use this on any type of an animal that has anxiety or stress. It makes it easier to get them in the car, it makes them easier for car rides, it makes it easier to get through thunderstorms and fireworks and all kinds of things. So they're really a helpful product. Plus, they're good for the dog and good for their health. Dogs are like humans. They have endocannabinoids just like we do. So dogs that are getting old and have arthritis, it's good for that. Dogs that are getting a form of dementia and vision problems and glaucoma and things like that, they're really great for that. Not only do we have that, but we have a pet shampoo that is a calming pet shampoo that if you have a dog or a cat that's afraid or doesn't like a bath, you can give them a treat or some of the drops or spray about 30 minutes before the shower, the bath. I hope you don't shower them before the bath. And then use the calming shampoo, and you'll have a much better experience, I promise you. And I'm going to put down in the links my website so that you guys can go check out the products and see what they're all about. And then I'm also offering, I'm sorry guys, got a leg itch, sorry. I'm also offering today buy one get one 50% off, and also a total of 15% off of your total order if you make the purchase by midnight this Sunday the 19th. So if you will please like our page, we would appreciate that. If you would share the page, because we know that there are millions of dogs out there, millions of shelters who could use this product to help their dogs that are in shelters, your dogs that are in your homes. So if you'll please share this, and please, if you will subscribe to our channel. We will be putting more stuff about human and animal health on here, and how you can improve your animal's health and your health. So if you like the channel, if you like kind of the content that we had today, subscribe to us and you'll get more of that. And don't forget, if you make your purchase by Sunday night, midnight, the 19th, we will give you buy one get one 50% off and a 15% off of your total order. Guys, if you will put any questions or comments that you have down in the comments section, I'll be glad to answer any of the questions you drop down there for me, and I'll get right to them. But until we meet again, may God bless you. Thank you.